What's up everybody? Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite characters in the game, and that is Full Power Bojack. He is one of the most underrated characters right now, and this guide is going to teach you exactly why I'm saying that he is underrated. His kit is basically very complete and offers you everything that you need to go into ranked and kick some ass. So this guide, as always, is going to teach you about everything that you need to know about this character, meaning his resets, combos, setups if he has any, well, pretty much everything. The guide is going to be structured into segments and you'll find the timestamp for those in the description. So I'd say, let's get right into it. To start things off, we are going to talk about his general stats. Looking at his health bar, he has 4 health bar stocks, which is definitely above average. Looking at his key, we see that he has 2 key stocks at the very beginning. This is decent. Some characters start with 3, he starts with 2. This is still fine though. His attack stat is above average. As y'all can see, he does like almost 12k with his full square strings. Some other characters are better, like UI Goku for example, or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, they do a little bit more damage. His key recharge speed is slightly below average, and his recharge speed on his blast stock is above average, similar to Vegeta's. Next up, we are going to talk about his supers and his blast stock moves. For his standard supers, he has Grand Smasher and Galactic Tyrant, both cost 3 bars of key. Now, Grand Smasher is a standard key ball type super, which does average damage, nothing special. His Galactic Tyrant is a strike super, which also does average damage, normally closes in on the opponent. It's still pretty good to combo into though, but both of these are definitely simply average. His ultimate is a beam that goes into a cinematic. I'm gonna show it off for y'all. Which also does average damage. It's definitely not above average. I consider above average to be above 20k, pretty much. And this one is slightly below the 20k mark, so I'd say it's average. Still quite easy to confirm into. That pretty much already wraps up his supers. These are pretty average again. Then his blast stock moves are Pump Up and Psycho Barrier. Now Psycho Barrier is your get out of jail for free card. It costs 3 blast stocks, which is quite a lot for what it does, but regardless, it's nice to have. Basically, when somebody combos you, you can do this to break out of the combo. It looks like this. The other one we have is Pump Up. This costs 2 bars of your blast stock gauge and gives you increased damage and quicker key charging. Now this is very decent for him because, like I said at the beginning, his key charge speed isn't the best. So using Pump Up basically makes it easier for you to have your key up at all times, which is essential in this game. Also having more damage is definitely nice. Looking at his combo now, without the buff it did like 12k, and with the buff it's already doing above 13k. Next up we're going to talk about the other tools that he has that are unique to him. So for one, his Paralyze Ki Blast is a Paralyze type. So basically it tracks on the opponent and paralyzes them, as you can see. This is very, very good, and one of the reasons why I consider this character's kit to be very complete. Then he also has Sidestep Triangle like any other character, but for him it's Rolling Hammer. This is also very good. Sidestep Triangles in general are very good because they are armored. But what this does is when you hit them, they get turned around right away. So if somebody is mashing on you, you can simply Sidestep Triangle and turn them around and you'll beat the clash and then continue your combo from the back. Comboing from the back is very essential, but I'm not going to explain why in this video. If you want to know why, please check out my other video called Combo Theory. The next thing we are going to talk about is his grab. Now this is also unique to him in that it is actually unblockable. A few other characters also have this. We know that it's unblockable and unbreakable, so they can't throw tech this because the lines are appearing around the screen, as you can see. When this happens, we know that a grab is untackable, so they can't escape out of this no matter what. If they get hit by this, it always works. So his grab is also very, very nice. The last thing we're going to talk about is his dash square attack, so his dash attack. This one is also very nice because, as you can see, it has a lot of range. Why is this good? Because in the neutral game we mainly use dash attacks to approach, so this is also very nice to have. Another reason why this is nice to have is to extend from combos. I'm gonna give you all an example, like this. Basically, you are using your Dragon Dash cancel in conjunction with your dash square or your dash attack to continue your combo, but you can also simply burst dash. Regardless, having a long-reaching dash attack like this is very nice to have. Next up, we are going to talk about his string extensions, and when I say string extensions, I mean his rush chains, which is basically just his square combo and when you cancel your rush chain into a triangle move. So we're going to start off with square triangle. This basically does this key shockwave. This is decent for winning clashes. Clashes is basically when both you and your opponent are mashing at the same time. This has a lot of priority, so you'll win the clash with it. That is pretty much the only use it has though, because from the back, if you don't time it super well, they can turn around, like this. And that means we're back to comboing from the front. We don't want this, we always want to combo from the back. Cause as with any other character, for Bojack, his strings don't combo into his extensions from the front. It only does that from the back, right? So basically any string extension that gives them enough time to turn around isn't good, because that means we're at the front again. Alright, so basically square triangle is decent for winning clashes, but that's it. I don't use it too often. Next up, we're going to talk about square triangle. Now square triangle is his rolling hammer. This is decent to win clashes again, because if you win a clash with it, you automatically turn them around, which means you're at their back again, where you can use all of your string extensions to extend your combos. But outside of that, it's not very useful, especially not for extending combos up front, because as you can see, again, it doesn't combo from the front, so you can't turn them around. And from the back, obviously, it turns them around, but you don't want this. You want to keep the combo going from the back. So again, another one that's basically just there for winning clashes. Then on his square three times triangle, we have his heavy finish. Now this one is universally nice to have, because it gives you enough time to continue the combo easily. Like I did right there, for example, with a dash attack. But you can also just keep on pressing square after it, obviously. The good thing, like I said, is that it gives you enough stun frames to where you can continue your combo. Another thing you can do from this is do its square, triangle extension. So you basically press triangle a second time, like this. This adds additional damage and still lets you continue the combo, just like this. On a square 4 times triangle, we have another heavy finish. This is exactly the same as the one we talked about before. So overall, I'd say his string extensions are pretty good. There are definitely characters that have better string extensions, like Ultra Instinct or Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, for example, but still gives you the tools. This still gives you the tools to win clashes easily, turn them around during a clash, and have one combo extender that lets you easily keep the combo going. So overall, I'd say his string extensions are looking pretty good. Next up, we are going to talk about other string extensions that he has that, in my opinion, are worth using outside of his basic rush chain string extensions. So, for one, he has the universal sweep, which is always nice to have. It's fantastic for resets, but we'll get into that later. For now that you also have the string extension from it, and in my opinion it's pretty bad, because as you can see, they can block during it. In general, of course, also his basic rush chains have further extensions, but those are only good as combo finishers. I'm mainly talking about how to extend your combos in this video. So, the other thing he has, like any other character, is his lift strike done by pressing up triangle, like this. And he has the basic extension from it where you press triangle, then keep pressing square and end with a triangle move. Now I prefer to not do this. Instead I prefer to follow up with pressing square, like this. Why do I prefer this? Because when I'm just pressing square, they can only super counter me. If I go into the triangle heavy finish in the air, that gives them another point where they can vanish. Another thing is that during this, I can actually reset the combo just like this. I do this by manually timing another square after following up. If you do it fast enough, you can even keep them back turned, which is absolutely excellent. So this is always a nice tool to have to further extend your combos. Another thing that is worth mentioning is the string extension from his dash attack. You do this by pressing his dash attack into triangle and then square, just like this. It also has another variation where you press and hold triangle down, like this. It knocks them up. Now I do prefer the one that knocks them up. And why do I like this extension? It's because I can follow it up with a burst dash and continue my combo. Now let me show you what it looks like. Exactly like this. So this is another extension that is very nice to use. Of course, he also has other extensions like this one, for example, or the one from Rolling Hammer, this one. All of these are okay, but I rarely use them because they are mainly used as combo finishers, and I want to keep the combo going as long as I can and then reset my opponent. Okay, so now that you know basically all of his important string extensions, it's time to talk about some combos. And first of all, we are going to talk about combos up front, because this is one of the few characters in the game currently who can really combo you up front. Why is that? Other characters have this problem where they can't continue the combo after cancelling into any of their extensions up front. See? He has the same problem. The difference is, when we do a step in square, we can cancel into a Paralyze Blast like this. Let me show you what it looks like. Exactly like this. And as you can see, he is stunned for a very long time. During this time, I can easily continue the combo. Let me show you. Easy, right? Now, the thing is, currently we're still being in front of the opponent, but we want to get to their back. The thing is, the Paralyze Ki Blast stuns for so long that we can easily get to their back. We can do this by dragon dashing to the side and then dash attacking, or we can do this by hovering to the right side and then stepping. Now that I've shown you how to keep the combo going from the front using his Paralyze Ki Blast, I'm going to give you two combo examples. The first combo is pretty much going to use everything that I've shown you so far. So using all of his string extensions and his Paralyze Ki Blast. I'm by no means saying that that is optimal and that you should do it, but still you'll be able to see how long you can keep the combo going if you so choose and they don't super counter you or vanish out. The second combo is going to be a safer one, where I basically reduce my triangle extensions and everything else that they can vanish. So at that point, most of the time they can only super counter. So let's get right into it. Now that we finished talking about comboing from the front, we're going to move on to comboing from the back. Now, comboing from the back for Bojack is not that different than comboing from the front, simply because from the front he gets his full combo potential through the use of Paralyze Ki Blasts. Now from the back, the only thing that changes is that we can cancel into our triangle options right away, or we can also just keep the combo going. Now why is this important? Because we can basically, just like this, just press our square string 3 times. This makes it so that our combo is hard for them to get out of. Basically, that is because they can't do anything besides super counter you. They can't vanish you. So instead of having to use the Paralyze Ki Blast, we can basically just continue our combo like this. And this also saves us ki, because obviously our Paralyze Ki Blast needs ki. Technically we could still go for the Paralyze Ki Blast from the back, but I'd rather not go for it because that means we can save our ki for important moments, like when we try to win some super counter exchanges. So again, basically for his combo routing and everything, not much changes, except you can go into your triangles right away and that you don't have to use your Paralyze Ki Blast. Outside of that, everything is the same. Regardless, I'll give you another combo example, this time starting from the back. So this wraps up the combo segment. By now you should know how to exactly continue your combos from the front and from the back. And this is one of the big reasons why Full Power Bojack, in my opinion, is very fun to play and very good, is that he can combo you from the front and from the back in the same way. The only thing is that from the front, of course, you need the Paralyze Ki Blast. But regardless, he can always fully combo. Now I've shown you a couple of examples during this segment, but of course you can mix and match all these tools during your combo however you like. For example, you could weave in supers. You could also go for grabs in situations where I didn't go for the grab. You can also use your grab as a combo starter by burst dashing. I've only used it as a combo filler during my examples, but you can also start combos with this. And like I said, of course you can also combo into your supers and your ultimate at any point depending on when you knock them away. So this should get you all set. Lastly, we are going to talk about something that is very important in this game and is also something that Bojack is very, very good at. I'm talking about resets. Now you may ask, why are resets so important? Resets in this game are important because there is combo scaling. So if I just do my square combo, as you can see at the very beginning it does a lot of damage, but as the combo continues, it does less and less. By doing resets, we are resetting the damage scaling and going back to our full damage potential. And this is something Bojack is very, very good at. So universally, all characters have the sweep reset, where you basically wait for the opponent to recover in the air after sweeping them, and then you punch them. Now, this automatically happens. They always recover in the air like that. They cannot not tag and fall to the ground. It doesn't work like that. They always tag. And like I said, universally, you can simply punch them like this and reset the combo counter. But Bojack has something very special which not every character has. And we've talked about this at the very beginning. And that is his Unbreakable grab. That's right, like I said, you can't break this grab. That means when this hits them, they can't do anything about this. So, what do? We do this. And from this, we can even, from this grab you can combo after it, but you can even buff yourself using pump up. So basically what we are doing is sweeping them, then key charging for 1 millisecond, and then doing the throw. This auto times it so that they can't do anything about this pretty much. The only way for them to get out of this is by super countering your squares or by vanishing your sweep. But if this hits, it's a wrap. They are eating the throw. Why do I key charge? It's because to regain some ki, because ki is so essential in this game. So basically For one, if we got a very long combo, let me just demonstrate one real quick. We can reset right here and reset the combo scaling. And for example, combo into our super and then get our max damage again. As you can see, this is not scaling. So this is very nice. But also, another point that is also very good about this, that people are struggling with, let's say people are mashing super counters on you, which a lot of people are currently doing. Well, sometimes you're lucky and they aren't super countering you because it doesn't automatically work. But a lot of the time, if you keep the combo up for a very long time, you're gonna get super countered. By doing a short combo into a reset, we are minimizing that risk. So let me show you what that looks like. Now as y'all can see, I can just keep this going forever. But yeah, this is another thing that makes Bojack really good and a really complete character is that he has easy access to these resets, and that is really just thanks to this Unbreakable Throw. It's absolutely fantastic, and in my opinion, this is the best way to reset with Bojack. And if you do it like I've just shown, it's super hard for them to get out of because they don't have much time to super counter you. So if you simply jab, sweep, and then throw them, there is not too much they can do about it unless they get lucky with a super counter. So in conclusion, after taking everything into consideration what we've talked about, I think Bojack is, in his full power form, a very good character. He pretty much has everything that you need. From his Paralyze Ki Blast, which allows you to combo from the front, which not a lot of characters can do in this game, to his Unbreakable Throw, giving him really good resets that let you reset damage scaling and with that cash out big damage. And it also makes it so that if somebody is spamming super counters on you, you can just keep the combo short and go for this throw reset. Also, his sidestep triangle is the best one in the game in my opinion. Every character that has this one has been blessed because sidestep triangle being rolling hammer is super nice to have because it turns them around right away. So yeah, overall I think everything considered this is a very good character. To be fair, the one weakness he has is that his stats aren't fantastic. Also his attack speed isn't the fastest, so you might get clipped out sometimes. His stats not being that great means characters like Ultra Instinct Goku or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can outdamage you if you're not being careful. This is definitely a character that needs some technical skill to a certain degree, because while the aforementioned characters basically just press strings and do a million damage, you have to use his resets and the tech he has to really make him work. So I'd say this is more like an expert character, but he is very fun to play at the same time. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it to be informative, and if you did, do consider leaving a like, it does help me out a lot. And if you do have any questions left, please feel free to ask away in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And if you are interested in more guides like these, do consider subscribing as well, because I got more guides coming up and I already have a couple more guides on my channel talking about movement and the general combo theory and some other characters. For now, until next time, peace and thanks again for watching, y'all.